ships from around the world are expected to join the search.
John Dodson reporting there. Now, it remains one of the most notorious unsolved crimes of Northern Ireland at the height of the Troubles. Gina Condon, a mother of 10, was dragged by the IRA from her home in Belfast in front of her children and never seen alive again. Now, over 40 years on, a man has been charged with aiding and abetting her murder. Well, let's talk to our Ireland correspondent, Chris Buckler. Chris, what more can you tell us about this?
Well, Gina Condon was one of a group of people who became known as the disappeared. They were people who were abducted, killed and buried in secret by Republican paramilitaries. And it was back in 1972 that she was taken by an IRA gang from her home in West Belfast and from in front of her children, her 10 children, who didn't know what had happened to her for many years. It was over claims that she was a British Army informant. Those were false claims, but it was many, many years before the IRA even acknowledged that it had been involved in her death. And in fact, it's only 10 years since her remains were discovered on a beach in County Louth, and that was after several searches. Now, 4 decades after she disappeared, a man is to be charged in connection with her killing. Ivor Bell is a veteran Republican. He was involved in talks on behalf of the IRA with the British government.
Are you in the huff for me for chucking you out, Cap?
Alongside the likes of Martin McGuinness, who is now Northern Ireland's Deputy First Minister, and the Sinn Féin President, Gerry Adams. And tomorrow, Mr Bell, who is now 77, will appear in court here in Belfast, charged with aiding and abetting in Gina Condon's murder, a killing back from 1972 of a single mother that still haunts Republicans today.
Some of the day's other news stories, and official estimates of the cost of unpaid student loans suggest they could cancel out most of the money made from the tripling of university tuition fees. The government now believes that 45% of graduates won't earn enough to repay the money. That's close to the threshold at which experts calculate more money will be lost by the government than is gained from the increased fees. Mary Connier, 22-year-old student from East London.
Was that you lost interest, is it, Bruce?
After an accident
Hey?